Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking the video out today. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover today, so do me a favor before we dive into these topics. If you end up enjoying the video or finding it informative, be sure to leave it a like, and if you are new here to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Diving into the first topic, we're talking about the Witcher 3 PlayStation 5 update. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, they say the Witcher 3 PS5 update release date has finally been confirmed. It's also coming to both Xbox and PC. For those worried that the next-gen update would be delayed to 2023, worry not, for it's been revealed to be launching on December 14th. What's more, the next-gen update will be available for everyone who owns the game, so those with PS4 versions won't have to pay $10 or the full amount to experience the next-gen visuals and performance. To be clear, it's the entire Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition catalog of content that will be receiving the bump up in quality, including all DLCs and the two major expansions, Heart of Stone and Blood and Wine. For those who haven't yet made the leap over to the current gen systems, there's still fun to be had with the last gen versions. The Witcher 3 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC will receive an update featuring numerous additions and improvements, as well as the Netflix Witcher themed additional content. So yeah, this is a pretty substantial update that The Witcher 3 is getting, and a lot of people have been eagerly anticipating this. Some people were definitely fearful that it was going to be delayed into next year, but no, CD Projekt Red is confirming it's coming December 14th, and I think it's actually pretty cool that they're going above and beyond here to add new stuff and additions to the PS4 and Xbox One versions. They definitely didn't have to do that, but yeah, this is a really cool thing that they're doing, and I think it's great that they're actually just giving it out for free for anybody who already bought the game. But moving on to the next topic, we have an update on Hogwarts Legacy, specifically regarding the trophies. It says here that popular trophies/achievements guide writer PowerPix has revealed a spoiler-free list of Hogwarts Legacy trophies months ahead of its release, and the full list will certainly please those who love spending time exploring every nook and cranny for collectibles. While Hogwarts Legacy will come with a range of difficulty options for all types of players, it doesn't look like difficulty affects trophies, which is almost par for the course when it comes to a major game now. So I know a lot of you are really excited for Hogwarts Legacy, and I know that quite a few of you are likely going to try to obtain the platinum. I know that there are a lot of trophy hunters here on the channel, so I figured I would just update you on this and let you know that this is what we're hearing about the trophy list. I'm going to have this link down below so you can check it out for yourself and read over every trophy if you're interested in doing so. But the main thing here is to know that there are no difficulty-based trophies, which, yeah, it's true, that's becoming a more common thing with pretty much every major game release. And so maybe let me know down in the comments below if you plan to platinum this game and whether or not you actually like not having any difficulty-based trophies. I imagine there are probably some people who actually would prefer that, so let me know down below. Next up, we have some potentially good news regarding a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, it says rumors of a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake have been circling for a little while, but these have now intensified after the developer reported to be attached to the project. Virtuous linked itself to Konami by listing the publisher as a client. Players hope the remake will be part of the rumored Metal Gear Solid revival that was teased last year alongside multiple Silent Hill games, something that later turned out to be true. Rumor that Chinese studio Virtuous is involved in the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake have been around for a little while now. The developer's latest move is to list Konami as a recent client on their website. The two companies have never worked together previously, so whatever the partnership turns out to be, it is a fairly recent agreement. Virtuous also lists Fox Engine, the engine used to develop Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain and Metal Gear Survive, as one of the game engines in which they have the training and or experience, as spotted by Reddit user Throwaway200. Neither Virtuous nor Konami have commented on the rumors so far, but they're supported by previous speculation. Virtuous has previously said that they're working on an unannounced AAA action-adventure game remake, while a Metal Gear Solid art book has also appeared in a company video recently. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to point this out, guys. It looks like it's all starting to come together. The rumor that we heard that Virtua Studio is in fact working on a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I mean, to me, this is a very clear sign that that's absolutely what's happening. Now, it might not necessarily be Metal Gear Solid 3, that's what we were told, but the fact that they are now listing Konami as a client and now they're claiming that they have experience, or they're at least working with the Fox engine, this is a major sign that, yeah, I think this is happening. So we'll just have to kind of continue to remain patient and wait for this official announcement. But I wanted to be sure to let you guys know about it. Next up, I just want to briefly let everybody know that over on the official Guerrilla Games Twitter account, they are letting us know we're going to get new information on Horizon Call of the Mountain. They say, ready to step into the world of Horizon. Keep your eyes on our channels this week for more news regarding Horizon Call of the Mountain, the upcoming VR adventure from Guerrilla and Firesprite. So yeah, we know that PlayStation VR 2 is right around the corner, so it makes sense that they're going to kind of start to ramp up the marketing, especially for a game like Horizon Call of the Mountain. And so if you are looking forward to this game and PSVR 2, this is something you're going to want to keep an eye on, and I'll obviously do my best to keep you guys updated. Next up, we have some more good news when it comes to PlayStation 5 stock. It seems that now that the PS5 is more readily available, it is topping the charts each month now and coming out in the top spot. Reading from Push Square, they say PS5 is really rolling now. Sony has topped the US hardware charts for a third successive month, outselling the Xbox Series consoles and Nintendo Switch in both dollars and units. The company has managed to massively improve PS5 stock as of late, and while the system can still take a little effort to find, it's clear that it's much more available than it's ever been at this moment in time. Unfortunately, the success of a new-gen console is not enough to offset declines elsewhere, and so hardware dropped 10% year over year. Despite this, overall consumer spending is flat compared to 2021, with October 2022 tallying $4.3 billion overall, arguably a decent result considering inflation and other issues affecting the economy right now. In terms of new releases, there should be no surprise to see that Modern Warfare 2 is at the top of the charts, where it will likely remain for the foreseeable future. Gotham Knights did pretty well in second position, and Persona 5 Royal got a massive boost off the back of its PS5 re-release, and of course, releasing on other platforms as well. So, yeah, this is something that honestly I'm happy to be reporting. I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that numbers in general are seemingly down year over year, but it is great to see that now Sony is able to resupply the PS5. They're able to have good stock available. People are buying it. And, I will say that the PS5 coming out on top 3 months in a row, especially being able to kind of outpace the Switch, that is impressive. And I think it's a great sign. So just wanted to kind of keep you guys updated with that and let you know what's going on there. We're moving on to the next topic, though, which talks about the Game Awards 2022, more specifically, what we can expect. Jeff Keighley recently gave an interview letting us know about how many titles are going to be at the show and how long the show is going to be. So this is exactly what he said. Quote, "It's always tough because when you have 50 plus games involved in some way, something's going to get out. But yeah, we have a pretty good history, knock on wood, with the show, and we usually keep some surprises. I was talking to one company and they're like, hey, we announced our game at the Game Awards. We have a spreadsheet of 143 things that we have to do immediately after. Updating the website and the social posts and things like that. So it's just a lot of stuff that has to be coordinated. We're hopeful we'll get to surprise people. I don't have a number for you, but it's consistent with past years. We've got some existing games that are announced that will show brand new content, and then we've got a lot of new games to reveal as well. Lots of speculation online already about what will or won't be there. I'm sure some rumors are probably not right, and they're only going to intensify in the coming weeks," end quote. So yeah, when it comes to how many games, he's saying 50 plus games, and when it comes to how long the show is going to be, Jeff Keighley's letting us know it's going to be about, in line with what we've seen in previous years. So I would assume probably 2.5, close to 3 hours, which is either a good or bad thing, depending on how you look at it. But, I will be honest, I feel like last year was actually a pretty good show for the Game Awards, and I actually do think it's been improving year over year. So I'm not going to lie, I'm actually looking forward to the Game Awards. I'm excited for it, and I'm expecting to get a couple of solid announcements. And, we'll see if PlayStation is one of the publishers that decides to announce something. But speaking of PlayStation and the Game Awards, we're going to close out this video talking about how Sony is absolutely dominating the Game Award nominations. So reading from Push Square, they say Sony has absolutely swept the nominations for the Game Awards, garnering over 20 nominations in total across a variety of different categories. As expected, both God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West will duke it out for the top honors in the coveted Best Game Direction and Overall Game of the Year categories. In the latter, they'll face off against A Plague Tale Requiem, Stray, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and of course, Elden Ring. Santa Monica's studio acclaimed sophomore effort is present in practically every appropriate category, including innovations in accessibility, where it's flanked by The Last of Us Part 1, and Best Audio, where it's joined by Gran Turismo 7. Polyphony Digital's Sim is also included in the Best Sports/Racing Games category. Stray is up for a multitude of awards, including the big one, which is a fantastic achievement for the timed console exclusive. There are nominations for both Christopher Judge and Sonny Suljic for their portrayals of Kratos and Atreus in God of War Ragnarok respectively, while Ashley Birch is up for an award as Aloy in Horizon Forbidden West. Meanwhile, the surprisingly successful Uncharted movie is nominated for Best Adaptation, where it'll compete against the likes of Cyberpunk Edgerunners and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. All in all, it's a hugely successful field for Sony, with God of War Ragnarok getting 10 total nominations and Horizon Forbidden West a further 7 alone. So yeah, this is kind of a big deal for Sony. They are absolutely dominating the Game Awards here, and it seems like it's going to be a very big night for Sony. Even a game like Elden Ring, it's sitting at 7 total nominations, and it's tied up with Horizon Forbidden West, and Ragnarok is coming out in the lead with 10 total nominations. That is very, very impressive. But on top of that, the most nominated publisher is Sony, as it said, with 20 nominations. Something that might surprise you, though, is just how far ahead Sony is with those 20 nominations. The second publisher behind them is Annapurna with 11 total nominations. So that should give you kind of an idea of just, how big of a night it's going to be for Sony at the Game Awards. So I definitely want to let you guys know about this. I think this is going to make the Game Awards this year a little bit more exciting for PlayStation fans than it normally is. I mean, Sony usually always has a pretty significant role at the Game Awards, but you could tell that it's going to be a year to remember, I think. So definitely going to tune into that. And, I think to add to this, if Sony really wants to make the night special for PlayStation fans, maybe they'll show up with an announcement or two. That would certainly be a great way to close out 2022. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.